You know an action figure box is too big when you have to go widescreen on it. And selects sure do love their big boxes. So in this episode of Hill vs. Mental card, I'm going to be taking a look at the Bruce Lee, I guess you would call it yellow jumpsuit select. Well, it's my first Bruce Lee figure. I've been wanting one for a long time, and every time it hit my brain like, oh, I need a Bruce Lee figure, they were really expensive online. And my local comic book shop, Famous Faces and Funnies, go check them out online. Their Facebook is the best place probably to check them out. Just look up Famous Faces and Funnies comics online on Facebook. They do auctions basically every day all week right now because they're curbside only right now. But they do auctions with toys, graphic novels, comics, tons of stuff. Go check them out, Famous Faces and Funnies. But that's where I got this, and let me open this up. Let's take a look at this Bruce Lee figure. So as I've said several times in the past, I'm not the biggest fan of select figures because the height differential, they're not 7-inch, they're almost all run 7-inch. I mean, 6-inch, they almost all run 7-inch, and I tend to collect only in 6-inch. I get big things like Hulk's, Thanos's, and stuff like that. Selects is fine, but otherwise. But this figure, like, I don't mind him being tall, even though I think Bruce was actually kind of short. So I don't mind it really, and this is like a really cool looking figure. I don't think the likeness really captures him all that well, but overall the sculpt from a simple costume looks pretty good. This will be the first time I actually got a select where it had much articulation period, because all the ones I usually get is really bulky. But let's look what came with it. You got like kind of an angry screaming head. You got, I don't even know what this thing is. It was behind the head. I don't know if it was just something extra to make the head fit in that place better, or I don't know. Somebody had to tell me. But you also got nunchucks with the swinging through the air effect. Just some plain nunchucks. And this super awesome one of him doing that. I wish I had a Thor hammer one where doing that. But overall, I think this figure is really cool. But let's match him up with Marvel's martial arts expert. So you can see the height differential between the Marvel Legends of Shang-Chi and Bruce Lee. But like, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, in my imagination, Bruce Lee should be tall, even though he probably wasn't that tall. I don't think he actually was in real life, but if you match these up, as long as they're not like side by side, like if they're going against each other, like you could actually like do some good photography with it. And how you stand on Bruce is standing straight up, he really isn't. I hate the of all the things to be accurate about, like to have when they have barefooted characters, the feet aren't flat and they're also don't have any kind of pegs, so it kind of screws stuff up. I will harp on that forever with that character, but I'm gonna have some fun taking some pictures with these though. And that Bruce Lee's going to be going against everybody. And there's always the question of, will Bruce Lee be a member of a certain martial arts clan? Tattoos. Never know. Just might. I tend to be weird that way with my figures.